Disney's Coronado Springs. We, on occasion, decide to work remotely from property because we both work from home, and some days we don't have a ton of meetings and we can actually go somewhere else, enjoy a change of scenery from the house, and just have a nice afternoon while we are productive at work. So today we decided to hop over to Coronado because our cousin is actually staying here for a conference. So while he is at the conference, we are going to work here. And then after we are all done with our work days, we are going to have dinner together over on the boardwalk. So we are gonna take him, show him around a little bit over there. I think the plan is going to be dinner at Big River Grill, but we'll see what the wait looks like. If not, we might just do some resort hopping on the Skyliner and just have a drink or get some quick service, something along those lines. We have been here for a little while. We did work. Something that we will occasionally do is have a meal on property, maybe have breakfast or lunch depending on where we're staying. We're not huge fans of what they have to offer in the food court here, so we actually packed our lunches, especially too since we are eating out for dinner. We were thinking maybe it would be best to just not necessarily eat out for both meals in the day because, you know, we are not on vacation, we live here, it's a little different. So we did pack some sandwiches and whatnot, and then we will enjoy a nice dinner later on. So I am actually going to put some clips after this just to show you around of different areas that you could work while you are here. The only places I didn't necessarily show are outside, only because the majority of the time it is probably going to be way too hot or way too sunny for you to see your computer screen by working outside, because most of the tables are going to be in the sun. So we are currently here in the lobby of the Gran Destino Tower, right across the hall from the check-in counter. There's also plenty of options downstairs here in the main lobby, or you can go down the hallway towards the gift shop and the food court. And where they used to have in the check-in desks before the tower was built, they have transformed that area into more tables and workstations. Since this is a conference resort, it does have quite a few places where you can plug in your electronics and really get a lot done, because they know people have to do some work while they're here. So just something to consider if you are someone that has to work while you're on vacation. This is a great resort for that. It tends to be pretty quiet most of the time. Obviously, when you're in kind of prime check-in time or checkout time, you know, it might get a little noisy depending on where you're located, but you can always move around, which is really nice. Earlier we were by the food court and now we're up here. So, you know, you can get some change of scenery throughout the day as well. We love this resort. It is considered a moderate, but it feels very deluxe now that it has the tower here. I will say too that the club lounge is not that much more to add on. So if it's available and you have maybe an annual pass discount or a DVC discount, it might be something worth looking into if you feel you're gonna have breakfast at the hotel every day or have some desserts every evening. Depending on your party size, it might be very well worth it. And it doesn't matter what floor you're staying on, they can add it on to any room, as long as the lounge itself is not completely full. So something to consider if you're ever staying here. We actually stayed at the lounge last year for Paul's birthday, and we loved it. It was really nice. The breakfast was very on par with every other club level. And dinners, I will say I've seen a couple of videos more recently, and they seem to have widened the selection quite a bit. I don't know if it's just because we came right after COVID that it was a little limited. They pretty much had the same things almost every single day for us, but they were all really good food options, and the desserts were phenomenal. And they do turn the lights down for the fireworks, because the nice thing about the lounge is that you can actually see fireworks from both Epcot and Magic Kingdom, because the tower faces both directions. So they will dim the lights and you're able to see that. So it's really cool. So highly recommend that if you get a chance to ever stay there. So for reference of where we are, here is Panchitos, which is the gift shop. Also by the door that you would take to go to the buses, and the water fountain. Just past that is where the old check-in desks used to be, and here they've changed it into pretty much a little working station. So they have tables all along the sides, they have outlets for you to plug in, couches in the middle. So if you can find a place to sit here, this is definitely a great option to get some work done. Another option is down here by the Barcelona Lounge in the Gran Destino Tower. There are plenty of different tables and seating options. You can sit next to the window, which is really nice. Not as many plug options, but still a nice quiet place to work during the day before the bar opens, so you're not necessarily getting a lot of noise that's going to interrupt any of your meetings or the work that you have to focus on. Our favorite work location is actually going to be in the main entrance of the Gran Destino Tower. We have these tables already set up for you in the corner here. You'll see that the check-in desk is right over there, so it's just around the corner on the other side. And they also have plugs, USBs on every single lamp, so it's really convenient. Like I said, you do have all of these seating options outside, so if you really did want to come out here to work, you can, but it is like 95 degrees today and it's very humid, so it would get hot very quickly, and you'll want to keep that in mind with your computer as well. But there are definitely some people that are out here actually working with their laptops, so it is an option. So a few different things to kind of keep in mind when you are working on property is just to make sure that you have everything that you need with you, because if you're going to have to buy something, it can get really expensive or they might not have it available, and that's just always something to keep in mind. So obviously you're going to need your laptop. I always bring headphones with me too, so if I do have a meeting that pops up or I already had one scheduled and I want to make sure that I'm taking it here, that I have that. They are noise canceling ones as well, so that helps just make sure that you're staying focused with what you have at hand. I also like to bring a backup battery for my phone. I do have a charger for my laptop too, so I can use this if for any reason all of the plugs were taken. I would always make sure that I have something with me so that my laptop won't die. I also bring water, because that's such a important part of the day, really staying hydrated in this heat, especially even when you're sitting inside, still important. And then I always bring like a little bag of different things that I might need throughout the day, like chapstick, all that stuff that you would maybe normally have in your park bag or in your purse. That way you are set and ready to go without any distractions. That was our little work day at Coronado Springs. This is probably not my favorite resort to work at, but it's one of the easiest to get into. A lot of spaces to work from. You don't have to worry about everything being completely full. Like there's even a conference going on right now and we had no problem finding a spot. But if you have to work on vacation, sometimes you have to work on vacation. So this is a great place to come if that is the case for you. Comment below, do you ever have to work when you are on Disney property? If so, what is your favorite place to go? And I think we will probably try another resort soon. Where would you like to go?
Maybe Animal Kingdom Lodge. I know that we've been talking about going to that one for a while.
Yeah, that one's really nice because obviously you have all the animals. It's like being at the parks without having to be at the parks while you're working. It's really cool. So with that, we will see you guys really soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.